Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for April. This is your bonus April reading. You have this caution card. It says more going out than coming in. Reevaluate your priorities as you are risking a substantial loss. You have this entertainer card. It says your charm and influence will help you get ahead. It says musician, showgirl, man, dancer, host, or any other type of entertainment. So let's see what's going on here. I actually feel like Aries is correcting their finances. So, this literally shows up in your astrology. I've been telling you, I think the energy for Aries is like, raise your prices, basically. I'm not saying you have to like literally raise your prices, but, it's like making, really it's about making sure that you are getting your worth out of anything that you enter into, making sure that you're creating those balanced connections and balanced situations. And you literally start with the Six of Pentacles. So, I feel that Six of Pentacles is saying, make sure that anything that you're doing, that it is your worth. Like, you are getting what you are worth, right, from the situation. And, I really feel you need to examine that. Like I said, it shows up a lot in your astrology. So definitely something I would think about. You have the Tower here. Wouldn't even worry about it. Everybody's had the Tower again. The April readings have been loaded with towers. So, clearly we're in a time of global tower moments. And again, we're going to clarify the reading, so it might not even be a bad thing, right? So let's see. But you have the Six of Pentacles here. Again, I think the Six of Pentacles is about making sure that you're giving to situations that are equal to you, making sure that you're giving to situations that fulfill you or provide something for you also, kind of like providing that balance. And I just feel that you could have a very strong focus on balance. Again, we already talked about why this would be happening. And so, makes perfect sense to me. You have the Eight of Swords as your crossing energy. The crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you. And the Eight of Swords is only seeing one way of doing things. So the Eight of Swords reminds us that we are not stuck. It's a card of self-imposed restriction, but really she's not stuck. She could easily set herself free from her situation. If she could lean up against those swords, cut her arms free, take her blindfold off, and she would see that there are no swords in front of her. So it's a prisoner of her own mind. And I feel for some of you that I feel like there are still little things. I don't really feel good or bad about this for you, Aries, if I'm being honest. I feel that I feel like there are still little things that do keep you stuck in life, like most people, right? We all have certain things that prevent us from reaching our full potential. Probably most of them are up here, right? But I do feel like you are, working through these little things, whatever you want to call them, blockages or, whatever. So I kind of see this as you working through it almost. Even in the area of your thoughts, you have the Emperor, which is you. Whenever you show up as yourself, in especially the Major Arcana version of yourself, it really puts you in a position of power and strength. It's coming up in the area of your thoughts. So it says that your thoughts are, pretty much in alignment with who you are. And this puts you in a very powerful position because it's like, exactly who you are. You know exactly what you're capable of and what your energy is at this time is, basically what this is saying to me. You know exactly what you can what energy you can put into whatever it is that you're working on or creating or doing or being or having. And so I feel for a lot of you, this is really great. I think that this is pretty much saying that, that your thoughts are going to be bringing in a lot of success for you and also probably a lot of forward movement. You have the Tower in the area of your foundation. The whole point of the Tower and the story of the Tower is that it always gets reduced down to its foundation. So I'm wondering if you already had a Tower moment recently or in the recent past. I feel for some of you, this could be something where you feel stabbed in the back by a person. I'm getting that this could have happened over like the last year and a half as well. So, this could be something that's taken a little bit of time for you to bounce back from. And again, the Tower gets reduced down to its foundation, but I feel like you're kind of finally seeing that it's time to move forward. And I do feel like you're moving forward. I think maybe, I think maybe you just need to take some time to heal or something. We go Ten of Swords to the Six of Swords there. And the Six of Swords says you're finally kind of like moving on to calmer shores. Even the Ten of Swords I consider to be a pretty good card. It's really a card of blessings in disguise. And it kind of says that something is dead, done, over with. But now you're ready to, move on to the next thing, right? In your past, this is the energy that you're moving past. You have the Lovers. Kind of interesting. I actually feel like you're being prepared for new love is what this is saying. Yes, it's showing up in the past, but, again, I read intuitively, and I'll show you in just a second, but you have this happy card and this poised card, two really good cards from this other deck, Wisdom of the Oracle, And, I kind of feel you're being prepared for something that is going to make you very happy. And it definitely could be a person. I really do feel this is like your divine counterpart, like partner. This is giving me like partner in crime energy. You have that birds of a feather card at the end. So it really looks to me like you could really be attracting a person where it's like this is definitely your partner in crime. Like I think this is more than just a lover, right? And so if you want love, this looks really good. And even if you don't want love, and even if you do, you have the Ten of Swords and the Six of Swords. The Lovers traditionally was a card of being at a crossroads. So, again, if you're like hoping to make a decision or a choice, or if you're being presented with a choice, if you don't want love, and even if you do, some of you could still be being presented with a choice. This would really tell me that you're picking the new path here. So if you are, trying to decide between two things, you could just be picking the new thing. Again, you also have this poised and this happy card. So I feel like the universe has prepared you for something. And this could be a really solid connection in love. So if you want love, I feel like you're about to be very happy in a connection or in love. And, that happy card, she is like channeling happiness through the top of her head. The poise card, that is like that lady being lifted up on a pedestal. So I really feel you could be, it's like the universe is preparing you for something great, is kind of what this reading is saying to me. In the very near future, you have the Ten of Swords. I feel like you are putting something to rest. I mean, this guy, he has 10 swords in his back. Ten of Swords is the end. There's nothing more. He is definitely dead, and the Ten of Swords represents needing to have a new beginning. He's making this symbol with his hands right here, and it's the same symbol that the Hierophant is making on his card. And guess what? You have the Hierophant right here. Showing up over the next few months. So he's doing that with his hand right there. And it represents a blessing, a receiving blessing. So again, clearly there could be blessings coming in for you. You have this rabbit spirit also in the very near future. It says now is the lucky time. You have a spider spirit that says make your dreams real. And I definitely feel this comes up in every single reading for you, Aries, that it's time for Aries to make some sort of a dream real. The spider spirit is about a process, or having a process. A spider has to put up a web before it can catch some bugs, right? So I feel for some of you, it's almost like this is not a criticism, Aries, but I think that some of you are trying to, catch the flies without a web. But it would be so much easier to build a web. You don't have to chase the flies around or anything like that. They just get caught in your web, right? And so I feel like for some of you, this is saying that you need to have some sort of process, especially in work or business, but whatever else you do, right? There needs to be a process in how you accomplish your goal. So, it might be a good time to come up with a plan, or look for a process, or learn something new about a process that could make you successful, or could attract to you, whatever it is that you want. You have the Hierophant coming up in the next few months, like I said. So definitely blessings. Like I said, I feel like the universe is almost preparing you for a blessing with that poised card. That poised card basically says you're being lifted up on a pedestal by the universe. And the universe is trying to bless you with, especially with that happy card as well. So I feel like you are about to be very happy because the universe is preparing you for blessings. I also do feel, like I said, that there could be a new love connection that's clearly coming in for you here. It's kind of weird. Like I feel like you meet this person through some sort of event, like a get together. Your friends invite you out in public. So yes, you have to get out into public, of course, Aries, but it's like your friends invite you out, or maybe you're going to a wedding or something like that. I don't know, it's popping into my head that way, so we'll see what else comes up when we clarify. But I definitely feel there could be a person, and I feel like I always look at the Hierophant as two people who are kind of like being prepared for each other as well. These two guys here are initiates. They're being initiated into something. And so you could be attracting a person who's on like a very similar journey as you. You have the Queen of Swords coming up in the area of your closest relationships. You've had a lot dealing with close relationships just in general. I think that you've had to learn a lot about boundaries, who you can trust, who you can value, who you can give time, effort, and energy and attention to, all that stuff. So I feel like you've really kind of had to pay attention to all that, and you have been paying attention to all that. And now you're clear on like what you can do in your life, and I feel obviously that's a good thing, the clarity. You have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is coming up in the area of your future feelings. So I feel like you feel like you're moving on from choppy waters. I feel like you feel like life isn't perfect, but I feel like you feel like you're making progress here, and you feel like you're getting out and away from the choppiness. You're getting away from unpredictability. I feel like you're making your life more predictable with that spider spirit as well. Again, it's like if you have a process, I think it makes your life so much easier. It makes things, makes things so much better. It's like, just to give you an example, like I have a rule, I do 4 readings every single day, no matter what, right? For the most part. But the beauty of that is that over time, I get like a little bit ahead. So, if I take a day off or whatever, as long as I do 4 readings a day, after like a couple months, I'm usually like a week ahead. Right now I'm behind, but like I have other stuff going on, right? But it has allowed me to take some days off, right? So again, I think that having a process can allow things like that in your life. So I just like stick to my process for the most part. And I kind of feel that's what this is talking about as well. At the end here for your outcome, you have the 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups is a celebration and happiness. Again, I do get this like birds of a feather type of energy, which I'll show you that in a minute. But I kind of feel that maybe you've been asking the universe for a certain type of person. And, again, I think you're attracting the right type of person here. And this could lead to a celebration with the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups is also what tells me that you could be meeting this person like in your community or through some sort of get together or a celebration or, something. So, I would take advantage of any social opportunities. You have this Wish Upon a Star card and this Birds of a Feather card. Maybe you've wished or prayed or hoped for a connection. I also feel that you even outside of love, I feel you're surrounding yourself with people that support you more. And you could be noticing how this leads to more success in your life, especially with that Wish Upon a Star card. And also this Happy Happy card as well, where she's like channeling happiness. But I almost feel that this is saying that you're going to be manifesting things faster because you're in alignment with what you should be in alignment with. But let's see here. With the 6 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords, you have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is the truth and a victory. There definitely could be a victory or a big victory coming in for you here. It also makes sense to me. I'm pretty sure in your last reading, I said this to you, Aries, that you could be making some sort of sacrifice. Ace of Swords cuts both ways. It's about, cutting one thing out of your life so you can have something else. And I feel for some of you that you could be cutting something out. Clearly, we see that right here. The Tower can just be reinvention energy. The Tower can just say, yeah, we can choose to have a tower moment is what I'm trying to spit out here. We can choose to completely redo everything that we do. We can have a reset, is what I would say here. So I feel for some of you, it's almost like you could be resetting yourself or, reinventing yourself in some way. I would prefer to see like the Magician to say that you're definitely going to be reinventing yourself because that's really the card of reinvention. But, this is pretty close. With the Emperor, you have the Hangman. I feel like you're seeing yourself from a new perspective. The Hangman is about seeing things from a new perspective. It's card of enlightenment as well. You couldn't ask. It's one of the better cards to get in the area of what's on your mind, right? This is the area of your mind or your thoughts. And so it says to me that you have gained enlightenment about the actions you need to take. The Hangman, he sacrificed the use of his arms and his legs. And now he needs to kind of like cut himself down from the tree and he needs to move forward. It's like he sacrificed movement for a short period of time so he could gain enlightenment. And I feel now it's time for you to move forward towards, whatever it is that you're moving forward towards. With the Tower, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles like very slow progress. Sometimes if we are not making progress, I think the universe does cause a Tower moment. I think the universe does cause something to happen so that we do get moving. The Knight of Pentacles is the only knight that isn't making a move in the tarot. And I feel for a lot of you, this is saying it's time to make a move. It's time to start making progress towards your goals, wishes, dreams, or towards things that are important to you. And that's what I would do here. He has all the knowledge and wisdom he needs, just like that Hangman in the area of your thoughts. He has all of it that he needs to plant in this field behind him, but he just needs to take action. He just needs to start planting those seeds. With the Lovers, you have the 5 of Swords. Again, I definitely feel there was some sort of breakup or separation or difficult ending. But it's almost like you're seeing how it's not necessary, or you're almost seeing how it was necessary and there's someone so much better coming in for you. I do get the feeling here that some of you went through a breakup of a person that was like hard to let go of, like almost as if this person had a spell over you. But really I just feel it was like a deep connection. And now, and maybe some of you were worried that you would never find something like this again over here, but it's like now I feel like you are. I feel like you're finding something that's so much better. With the 10 of Swords, you have the 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords is like this or that thinking, and 2 of Swords says there's always another way to think, which is this island behind her. she has to cross these choppy waters, just like on the Six of Swords, to get to this new island. But there might be something better over there. You always say, this is my card of third place solutions, which everybody thinks like this or that right now. But there could be a better way to do things. There could be a better solution to any problems that you're dealing with or anything that you're going through. And, I feel like that's what's going on here with that Two of Swords. It's saying that you're coming up with better solutions. What do you know? With the Hierophant, you have the Lovers. I'm telling you right now, new love, for sure. Definitely, for sure. I feel you are meeting a new person. Definitely could be a person you marry. Even if you don't want, if you don't want love, I would say this is just a new path or a new, you're at a crossroads and you're picking a new direction in your life, something new that you want to move towards. But I for sure feel that you are attracting a new person. It could be an air sign, could be a Pisces, could be a Gemini, could be an earth sign, could be a Scorpio. Could be any sign. General reading, of course, but those are the cards that stand out to me here so far in this reading. But I definitely feel there could be love coming in for you. Very solid connection, for sure. With the Queen of Swords, you have the Ace of Wands, passionate new beginning. Again, this is coming up in the area of your closest relationships. Ace of Wands is out with the old, in with the new. It kind of does remind me of the Tower because there is a castle back here that's meant to look like it's crumbling. So in the Tower, really, on a very simple level, is out with the old, in with the new. So for a lot of you, there could be just new beginnings coming in for you, or the reinventions. This, again, in the area of your closest relationships, would say there's like a passionate new connection that's going to become entering into your life. The Ace of Wands, it also represents that initial spark of life. So I kind of feel that for a lot of you, there could really be like a spark coming in for you, and this could be something that you're going to be very passionate about. I also do feel that, again, this could just be like a friendship or someone who's able to help you in your life. So if you are trying to grow something, I do also feel that this could be like a business partnership or, business connection. With the Six of Swords, you have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is like lying, cheating, stealing. Some of you could be moving on, again, with that Six of Swords, moving on to calmer shores from like a liar, cheater, stealer. This could also represent taking things too seriously, though. Really, the Seven of Swords is a card of tactics. He's stealing the swords from an army in the background so that they can't be used against him in battle. Personally, I think Seven of Swords is a good card. Golden cards are always meant to be positive no matter what. But he has polka dots on his cloak, and polka dots in the tarot kind of represent needing to not take things too seriously, needing to be more playful in life. And it says that if you're worried about anything in life, you could be taking things too seriously. It doesn't say, there's a difference between saying this isn't serious, but also taking things too seriously, right? And so I feel like this is saying you need to add more play, more fun, more joy, do more of like the things that you can do. If you're worried about, anything in the world, right? Do more of what you can do with that, and that will lead to a lot more success. With the Three of Cups, you have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is a turnaround in your life. It could be a soulmate. Yeah, a lot of people read it as a person coming back from the past. I don't personally. That's not even what it represents. It represents innocence and nostalgia. And nostalgia says you could be thinking about the past, but doesn't necessarily mean someone is coming back from the past. Really, I feel that the Six of Cups can mostly represent like a new soulmate. So there definitely could be a new soulmate coming in for you with the Six of Cups. I also feel that the Six of Cups can sometimes be a gift from the universe, and usually the gift we receive from the Six of Cups, like I said, is a turnaround. We've been bumping up against an obstacle, Six of Cups comes up, and the obstacle is removed. You start off with this lust card. I do feel there is a very lusty connection. I will say that. I think that, with that Ace of Wands and the Lovers, this could be a very lusty connection. It could start off with a bang, no pun intended, right? And, I feel, but if it works, it works, right? Sometimes it's not always the greatest to, hop right in bed, but sometimes, you do a tuck roll move into the bed, you can't help yourself, you fall into the bed by accident, whatever, right? We've all made mistakes, and sometimes it works out. This could be one of those situations, right? You have this Principle card. You have the Hierophant here, and this card is a card of like having morals and ethics, and it's a card of having principles, and I feel like you are sticking up for your principles in life. So some of you could be doing that. You could be surrounding yourself with more people who kind of share the same ideas as you. You have this Revenge card. This card's been coming up like crazy. I would be careful of past people for sure. Mercury retrograde. So if you feel like you have an ex that's crazy or whatever, I would be careful of that. You have this Devotion card. Yeah, love it. This card is like finding a person. This is my Till Death Do Us Part card. So there's definitely could be a person who's like very serious about you or really kind of wants to have a very strong connection. And I definitely see that here. Let's see. And finally, you have this choices card. You have a choice. We said this. Lovers at the beginning of the reading, in the past position. I feel like there's a choice that you are also going to make. I would weigh your options, but I also feel that this reading is pretty simple. I kind of feel like it's just saying with the Six of Swords that the new option is going to be the correct option. So if you have a choice between two things, no matter what they are, I feel like the new path is going to be the best path. And I also feel that is the thing that is going to bring the most success. So like I said, pretty simple reading, but I like it. So thank you for being here, Aries, and definitely enjoy your week.